a bit bright in my room today, but I'm going to go through just, quite a simple practice. Try and hit on a few different things that we haven't done lately and see where it takes us. Okay, join me at the front of the mat because it's going to just be a flow. So we'll focus on our breath to start with, just as we settle in. Think about spreading the feet, legs firm, pelvic floor engaged, lower tummy drawn in, and bringing the shoulders back and down. And then find your breath, whatever that is today, and see if you can lengthen it. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale fully. In and out through the nose, from the back of the throat if you can, making the sound sa and ha, just within the cavity at the back of the head. And one more inhale and exhale fully. So from wherever you are, taking your sun salutation to begin, inhale, rise up, press the palms, gaze to the thumbs, exhale, fold. Whew. Inhale, chest lifts, exhale, step or jump back and lower down. Should have tied up my hair. Inhale, lift, exhale, downward facing dog. So maybe you're taking puppy for your first one today, or settling into your down dog. Pressing through the fingers, palms of the hand. Opening up across the shoulders, the neck still nice and loose, tummy is drawn in, ribs drawn in, hips rising. And your next inhale, step or jump forward, chest lifting, exhale, forward fold, then inhale, rise up, press the palms, and release. Samastitihi. I'm gonna have to tie my hair up. Okay, again, ekam, inhale, raise the arms, press the palms, gaze to the thumbs. Do we exhale, fold, Trini inhale, chest lifts, Chatwari exhale, step or jump back and lower. Pancha inhale, chest lifts, Chat exhale, go back to downward facing puppy or child pose, focusing on your breath. It's not really about the pose, it's more about moving well. Settling into your down dog, or maybe moving if that feels better for you. At some point, find a point of stillness though so you can settle in. Your next inhale, coming forward to the front of the mat, chest lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, pressing the palms and release. Again, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, go back and lower down. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. One, two, three, 4, and 5. Pancha coming forward, chest lifts, exhale, forward fold, inhale, rise up, press the palms, and release, Samastitihi. Okay, so we're going to start with traditional forward fold, feet apart, send the hips back, knees soft, come down, take hold of the ankles or the toes, inhale, lift the chest, exhale, straighten the legs and forward fold. So wherever you are in your forward fold, thinking about tummy drawn in, ribs drawn in, Crown of the head reaching towards the floor. Hip bones rising. Your next inhale, lift, hands to the waist or the hips, and come all the way up to stand. So, I'm not at the front of my mat. I'm going to step out to the left, turn the right leg out, stretch through the arms, and then as you come over that right side, coming into triangle on the right, or Trikonasana, use a block if that's your practice. Gaze to the top hand. Long, steady breath. So from here, if you wish, you're going to reach forward, roll forward and down, and turning back up. And reach. Maybe do that again. You could still be in a static hold, that's okay as well. From here, soften through the front knee, coming all the way up to stand, turn the right foot in, turn the left out. So we're turning from the hip and then squaring everything up again and come over that left side. Rolling the shoulders back, reach through both arms. You want this length in the side here and this lift from the underside. And if you wish, reaching forward, rolling it all the way down, back and up. Just a little bit of movement through the side of the body, taking the twist and reach up. Inhale, coming all the way back up, and we're going to return to the front of the mat, sitting back and down into chair, low, taking the hands to the center to start with. Maybe so you can sit a little bit further back. Maybe to do that you need to lean forward a little, that's okay. And then start to come up, maybe reaching the arms up now, coming into more of a traditional style of chair pose. And then release to stand. So from the front of the mat, we're just going to step back with the right foot, come in into our version of pyramid pose, straighten both legs, keeping the hips still square with the front of the mat. And we're going to start to come forward and down. Hands could be on the hips. You could be pushing the fists together behind your back or taking your hands into reverse prayer. Keeping weight pushing firmly into both heels. Maybe you're going to come a little bit further forward and down over that left leg. Your choice. So from here, inhale, coming all the way back up. And we're going to take the lunge on this left side. I'm going to stay in a similar position, but this time we're going to sweep the arms together, bring the palms together at the front and lift up, coming into a version of warrior one. And still breathing nice and steady, thinking about length in the front of the body, releasing the arms down and stepping forward to the front of the mat. Stepping back with your left foot now, placing the heel down. So as you place the heel down, automatically the hips turn open. Want to straighten them up. Again, square them up with the front of the mat, straighten both legs. This is quite a long stance for pyramid. You could be a lot shorter here. Hands behind the back, either pushing the fists together, hands on the hips, or taking the hands into reverse prayer and coming forward and down. So here, if you can, chin to shin is the direction you're going. Try not to over scrunch into the back of the neck if you are low. Tummy's drawn in, holding steady. Nice, long, steady breath as well. Inhale, lift up. And we're going to change. So taking the lunge into that right leg. For me, I need to step back a bit with the left to allow a bit more space for my warrior one. Hands together. Whoop. lift. Don't close your eyes as you come into your warrior one. Look up. It messes with your balance. And release. Coming forward again. Step into the front of the mat. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a vinyasa to plank. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. And hold here for a moment. So I'm going to do a little plank sequence. Come on to the right knee and turn to this right side. So thinking about the side of the body, lifting up and lift up through the left arm. If you feel you could, take the weight off the knee, bring it next to the other foot. Yeah, you can go ahead into full side plank. Turning to face the mat again, taking the hand down, chaturanga lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. So coming into the other side, coming forward into your high plank. So your choice, if you're placing the knee down, it's lined up with the left hand, the foot's coming out behind. Move the right foot to the mat and lift up so you're on this sideways plane. If you can, you're pushing into that right foot. Left foot can step in front or behind. We're going to do this again when we lift fully into the side plank, just without the little knee down first. Turning to the mat again. And again, lower, knees down if you need. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing. So coming into your high plank again. So if you're moving directly into side plank, rolling to the side of the right foot, stacking the left on top and lift. You do not have to. If it's better for your balance, have one foot in front, go ahead. Look to the mat. If you're really strong in balance, you can look up. Just try not to collapse into this side. Don't make it all about the collapsing into the shoulder. Keep everything lifted through the side of the body. Hands to the mat, maybe knees down, elbows into the side of the body. Release. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Coming back to the knees. Maybe you're coming into puppy. That's good as well. Or downward facing. Inhale. Coming forward to high plank. Rolling onto the left side. Now, so stacking the feet, if that's your practice, or right foot's in front of the left. Adds a little bit more stability. And release it down. Turn to the mat. This time we're staying down. So come into the knees or lower chaturanga and come all the way to the mat. Coming onto the elbows. A lovely little sphinx. So I say lovely, not everybody likes these. So bringing the elbows further forward if that's better for your back. Thinking about hip bones pressing down, pushing into the elbows, chest coming forward, gaze is forward. Kneecaps lifted, pushing into the tops of the feet. Okay. Hands next to the ribs. Inhale, taking it up to upward facing. Exhale, back to downward facing. You could still be on your knees in puppy. This would be a good place for puppy, actually. In fact, here, I'm going to come into puppy with the chest extension. From here, or either your puppy or your downward facing, coming back into your plank pose. And this time we're going to bring the left knee into the chest and then step the foot through towards the right, turning onto the right foot. So this is still a side plank, but with the leg out in front. Those of you super strong can lift that left leg up. Whew! Oh, that took a bit of effort to do. And turn it back.
And your choice, either come to down dog or take a rest, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Okay. Coming forward to high plank. And your choice again. Right knee into the chest. Step it through towards the left. Foot comes down. And turning onto the right foot. That's not my right, it's my left. Lift up. So if you're feeling it, whoosh, it's that lift. Yeah. Release it down. And lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. So this time, one more little thing in the sequence. We're going to bring right knee into the chest and place it foot down and turn all the way onto that left side again. So this time we're not crossed through. We're going to come into a bit of a back bend. So releasing it all the way back. Maybe you can pick up that right foot, step it over the leg and come into your wild thing. It's maybe not the easiest transition. Turning it back and lower down. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. So last little one. Inhale, coming forward, bringing the left knee into the chest. So I place it down here, just in the center of the mat, and turn onto the right foot side of the right foot, and come into, so this is a supported side plank, and then if you wish, placing that foot round the back, lift the hips, lifting the arms up and over for a little bit of a wild thing. And release it back to the mat. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Coming onto your knees. And give yourself a little bit of a break. Okay, tuck the toes. Inhale, expand through the chest. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, expand. Exhale, round and back. One more. Inhale, expand. Interlace the fingers behind the back, lifting the chest up. Maybe lift the gaze or keep the neck nice and long, looking down. And release. Hands to the mat, tuck the toes, and we're going to walk or step to the front of the mat, chest lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, pressing the palms, and release. Samasthiti. Okay, last little thing. We're going to come back down to the mat. This time it's sit. I'm going to end with a shoulder stand, just because I've just done that tutorial on the shoulder stand. So inhale, lift, press the palms. Exhale, fold. Slowing it down a bit now. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. So from downward facing, step or jump and come to sit. Okay, reaching the legs out in front. We're going to do, obviously disturbing the dog. Hands to the mat, tummy drawn in, chest lifted, shoulders rolling down. Neck nice and long, sitting tall. So we've got the two energies going here, pushing down as well as lifting up. And then coming into your forward fold. So reaching forward with the chest from the hips. So you don't want to roll through the back. You want to make it nice and long, even with the legs bent. Bringing the chest down, head down. Thinking about the tummy drawn in, pelvic floor lifting. This compression of the body towards the legs, rather than it being about getting round and down. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, release. Okay, I'm going to bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, sitting tall again. So either stay here, fingertips down, and think about the right leg rolling out and down, or you're going to come forward, take the foot or the bind with the hand, chest lifted, exhale, forward fold. So think in middle of the chest towards the knee. You want to be lined up along the leg. Inhale, lift up. Now we're going to take a little twist here. So right hand to the outside of the left leg, left hand coming behind, and twist to that left side. And release, and swap inside. So taking the right leg forward, legs flexed, heels push into the floor, left heel is coming to push to the inside of the right leg, and we're kind of pushing the two together, making a little bit of a connection there. So again, sitting tall for you, or you may be taking the outside of the calf, coming forward, or take the foot. Inhale, lift, exhale, fold. Settling into your version of Janu Shirsasana. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. And as we come up, we're going to take the left hand now to the outside of the right leg and taking the twist to the right. And release. Okay, bringing both legs together. One little Navasana. It's never little, is it? Fingertips, not my fingertips, toe tips to the mat. Fingertips can come behind. So this could be your Navasana today. Drawing the tummy in, pelvic floor lifted, and just thinking about keeping the chest lifted. Nice and strong here. Possibly floating the legs up, releasing the hands. Maybe you're holding on to the back of the legs, straightening up, gaze towards the toes, chest lifted. Remember to stay at your level. Don't force too much. And then if you can, wherever you are, even with bent legs, lower to a very shallow dish. And then collapse. Okay. So I said we're going to end with shoulder stand. So I showed you earlier in another video about how to put in a pad if you wish. So go ahead and do that if you want to give it a go. But we're thinking about catching the hips in the hands as we come up. So possibly you're coming a little bit and holding here and supporting yourself here, thinking tummy drawn in. Those of you that are comfortable to come further, think about lifting up. And then wherever you are, trying to straighten up the legs a little bit, maybe lift a little higher. You're not just hanging out here. And then, yeah, don't know if I'm going to be able to come into Halasana. The dog's there. Oh, it feels bizarre on my feet. Long, steady breath if you can, wherever you are. If this is not your practice, you're still with the hips down, think about coming into your legs up the wall position. We'll take that in a second. Coming back to shoulder stand for a breath, and then rolling it down with care. Taking your time. So those of you that are in legs up the wall position, you're here, still with the hips down, pushing the arms down, still active, tummy drawn in, legs coming towards you. Return the feet to the mat, knees together, and take a breath here. So the last little thing, push into the elbows, bring the legs long, or you can have them in cross leg position or Baddha, your choice. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. So this is the very first level of Matsyasana. Thinking about this space across the chest, maybe bringing the head further back. Just pay attention to what feels right for you. And those of you familiar with the full pose, you're bringing the head to the mat, chest lifted. I can't speak. And carefully push into the elbows to bring the head out. Give yourself a little rock, bringing the knees into the chest. Give a little cuddle side to side. Push the legs away, so holding on to the shins. Push your knees away and allow your shoulders to push back, chin towards the chest. Tummy drawing down, pushing your lower back into the floor. It's a really nice way to stretch out across the shoulders. So your choice. You can lie down here and take a bit of rest, or come up to sit. Cross the legs, or if that's not your practice, you could have the legs out in front. Bring your arms behind, holding on to your wrists or your elbows, or taking the hands into reverse prayer again would be nice. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, fold forward and down. And whatever you do for the rest of your day, make it a good one.